Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. To the left side here for Eifert. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, this is McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Cam's going to run the option right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
on third down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons send out their punter. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
after the interception. Here's Darnold. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Newton. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 times, 2 times. 40, 40. Alert. Check 45 in the box. Check 45 in the box.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Don't get nervous. Jim.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
Another
Take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and taken down for the sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos
able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the run, Newton going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This is intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Well, he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers! Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, Newton. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Newton. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Newton to keep it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is a touchdown Falcons. Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. Cam looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed